Hello everyone, I'm Wahid Shah with another lesson for all of my LGS Quota students. So, class 8th grade, subject English, week 4, and the subject is English Literature, Macbeth Act 3, Scene 1, Scene 2. So, the act starts with Lady Macbeth with a servant in the castle. Lady Macbeth inquires about Banquo that has he been out from the castle. Like Lady Macbeth asks the servant about Banquo that is he out or inside the castle. The servant tells him that he has gone out but he will be back tonight. Then Lady Macbeth tells the servant to go and tell Macbeth that I want a word with him. And Lady Macbeth is very much anxious and disturbed and distressed due to the situation that after the murder she is still not in a good state of mind. Meanwhile, Lady Macbeth in her leisure has a very short soliloquy, which tells the readers that about the mental state of Lady Macbeth. She is much distressed and anxious. In her soliloquy, she says, "If you get what you want, and you are still not happy. You have spent everything and gained nothing. It's better to be the person who gets murdered than to be the killer and be tormented with anxiety." Here Shakespeare uses alliteration in the last line of the Lady Macbeth soliloquy. Then by the destruction dwell in the doubtful joy. It's alliteration, repetition of the sound. Macbeth enters, and Lady Macbeth uses soothing words to console Macbeth by saying, "What's going on, my lord? Why are you keeping to yourself with only your sad thoughts to keep your company? Those thoughts should have died when you killed the man you are thinking about. If you can fix it, you shouldn't give it a second thought. What's done is done." We all know the fact that Lady Macbeth was depressed and sad herself, but in spite of that, she tries to cheer him up. She notices how Macbeth looks like he has been keeping to himself and keeping company to his sorriest fancies. In the Shakespearean language, fancies means daydream or fantasy, and sorries means depressing or frightening. So she's meant is being keeping company to a daydream. Macbeth uses snake imagery in his speech, which is rather frightening for Lady Macbeth. Okay, it means to protect the throne. Okay, now he is much worried about Banquo. It means to protect the throne, they have to kill more people from whom they fear might be dangerous. Banquo and his son Fleance are among those. Macbeth says something similar to Lady Macbeth said earlier. It would be better to be dead than alive than live like this. Now Lady Macbeth tells him not to worry about that much and join the guests. She requests him to be relaxed, put on a happy face, and look cheerful and agreeable for his guests tonight. Macbeth agrees to her and tells her to keep much attention towards Banquo and flatter him as they are in much trouble now. As you notice that the lines of Lady Macbeth have been shortened, she doesn't talk much and all the talking is being done by Macbeth himself. This means that the previously Lady Macbeth was having all the power over Macbeth, now it has been shifted towards Macbeth. The theme is the reversal of order. Macbeth uses imagery of scorpion indicating his mental distress. Because his two enemies, Banquo and Fleance, are still alive, he is afraid that they might snatch all the power from him someday. Okay, now this imagery of scorpion is that, oh, full of scorpions is my mind, dear wife, thou knowest that Macbeth and his Fleance live. Furthermore, Macbeth asks him what to do in this matter. Lady Macbeth asks him what to do in this matter, so Macbeth tries to comfort her this time. He has become the authority. He tells her that they can be killed easily. Here the imagery of bird is being used. Before the bat flies through the castle and before the dung beetle makes his little humming noise to tell us its nightmare, a dreadful deed will be done. The last line shows that Macbeth has planned something that night and the reader know about it, but Lady Macbeth is totally unaware of the fact about murderers. It is said to be called foreshadowing. When Lady Macbeth asks about his plans, he rather not tell her his plans. and says, "It is better you don't know. It is better you don't know about it until after it's done. When you can applaud it to the night and blindfold the kind-hearted day. Use your body and invisible hand to tear Banco's lease on fire, on life, which keeps me in fear. The sky is getting dark and the crow is returning home to the woods. The gentle creatures of the day are falling asleep, while night's predators are waking up to look for their prey. You seem surprised to my words, but don't question me about bad deeds." Okay, now after the completion of the summary scene, let us discuss about the analysis of this theme. Dramatically and poetically, this scene precisely mirrors Act 1, Scene 5. Then Duncan's death was being plotted now. The death is Banquo's. Although Lady Macbeth is initially unaware of this. In the earlier murder, Lady Macbeth was most in command. In this murder, Macbeth is. Where formerly Macbeth was the one who needed convincing, now the weaker role possesses to his wife. Thank you so much for listening. Allah Hafiz.